Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, I often work from home, and when I'm incredibly busy, I like to give myself a little half an hour off to go and make myself something really delicious to eat. So today I'm going to share with you one of my favorites, super easy to make, really packed with flavor, like punchy, and just wakes you up in the middle of the day. It's also incredibly light and wholesome. And these are my gochujang cabbage omelets. Now, I'm going to make one big omelet for you and show you how to get through it. This sounds good. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Tell all your friends about me, and then let's get cooking. I've got a plain old white cabbage here and just taking off the outermost slightly bashed leaves of that. We're not going to need the whole thing, so please do use the rest of the cabbage effectively and well. Don't let it go to waste. I'm using just a little bit less than half of this large cabbage, and the rest of it, yeah, I'm going to have a think about later. Take the core out. I do it like this. If you have a better method, please do share it with me. I'd love to hear yours. But I just cut a little triangle and then pull off the hard bit. And then the rest of it gets thinly shredded. You could use a mandolin for this or a food processor if you have one, but I find it quite easy to just slice through it. The usual rules apply. You want them to be as evenly thin as possible, and then just pop that on the side while you warm up a couple of generous tablespoons of olive oil. And in that, when it's hot, we are going to soften the cabbage. You could add a couple of pinches of salt to this. The salt will help the cabbage soften, but I'm quite happy to just keep working at it for about 5 minutes until it's lovely and soft and getting a little bit golden on its edges. You can see that. Setting the cabbage aside, crack 4 large eggs into a mixing bowl. When you've got all your 4 in there, we are going to add our magic ingredient, which is the Korean red pepper paste called Gochujang. Look at that. It is sweet, spicy, sticky, and I like to grab it with a ice cream spoon. It appears to be the quickest way to get this and release it into dishes. So there you go. To this, we're going to add a generous splash of light soya sauce. I think it adds just about enough umami for this. Remember, it won't need much because you've got the gochujang paste in there. Whisk that up until you get a lovely, smooth mix like this. You should be able to see some red pepper flakes in there, and it has this lovely dropping consistency. Now let's set the cabbage back on a medium heat and just drizzle a little bit of sunflower or vegetable oil on the edges. It will need it. And we're then going to pour over that lovely gochujang egg mix. This is making me hungry all over again. But look, you want it evenly spread all over. I like to just spread the cabbage around a little bit to make sure it's evenly spread out, and also make sure the egg is kind of like, spread beautifully. But frankly, I'm just messing about here. There's no reason to do anything. When you see the edges solidifying, you want to stick that lid back on. And what the lid does is just helps the top cook. So you can check whether it's cooked by running your slotted spoon against the edges. It should come off pretty easily. If it's not, stick the lid back on. When the egg is set completely on top, it should not be runny at all. Pop a plate on the pan and flip over with a strong, confident hand. You don't have to do this. You can just shove it onto the grill if you prefer. No drama if you lose a little bit. If it gets stuck to the pan, that's absolutely fine. I'm not hugely generous with oil, so this often happens to me, and no one is judging me, and no one should judge you either. So just pat the flipped over omelette nicely to make sure it adheres to the bottom of the pan, and the other side gets a good crisping as well. I've added a little dot of sesame oil here, toasted sesame oil, because it's so lovely with those flavors. Flip your omelette back again. Remove any little stray bit so you look like it's perfect, and then serve it up with some black sesame seeds on top, which just adds a bit of extra health and visual appeal. Also some white sesame seeds, and I've sprinkled some Shichimi Togarashi, which is a Japanese spice blend that has wonderful flavors in it, on top as well, just to finish off. Now, you can, of course, have this on toast, but I like to just slice it up like a pizza and then just enjoy it as a carb-free lunch that is not stodgy at all, packed with flavor, really light, quick and easy to do, and it always hits a spot. Look at that. So I'm going to give it a quick taste now. And I can tell you, based on many, many lunches, that this is utterly delicious. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I'm going to go off and get back to work now. And I hope to see you for the next video. Thanks for watching. And let me know if you want me to share more of my quick fix lunch recipes.